Food industry isn't trying to kill Americans. They're trying to make food cheap and addictive. Those are literally foods invented by the cigarette industry to addict kids. Our food now is a science experiment. Today, a child diet is 70% ultra-processed food. Now, the food industry and the processed food industry was created by the cigarette industry.
Calley was an insider, a former lobbyist for Big Pharma and big-name companies like Coca-Cola.
In the 1990s, the two largest food companies in the world were R.J. Reynolds and Philip Morris. What happened is when the Surgeon General way too late in the 1980s said cigarettes were maybe problematic, these were some of the largest companies in the world with the largest cash piles of any company in the world. So what they did is they used their cash piles to buy food companies. We think about the 80s as the Wall Street era M&A, a lot of deals. The two biggest M&A deals up until 1990 in world history were cigarette companies buying food companies.
Philip Morris, for instance, acquired Kraft Foods in 1988 for $12.9 billion and later bought Nabisco in 2000 for $14.9 billion, creating one of the world's largest food conglomerates. Similarly, R.J. Reynolds merged with Nabisco Brands in 1985. These acquisitions weren't about diversifying. They were about taking the addictive expertise from cigarettes and applying it to food. These companies brought their vast knowledge of addiction science directly into your kitchen, influencing the very fabric of the American diet. It wasn't just about expanding their portfolio. It was about applying the same addictive principles of nicotine to food products, thus ensuring that the same business model, creating lifelong consumers, remained profitable. But this is just the tip of the iceberg.
So you had in the 90s, these two cigarette companies very strategically do two things. They shifted their thousands of scientists who were experts at making cigarettes addictive to the food department. So we had the rise of ultra-processed food. Obviously we've got sugar, but there's thousands of different ingredients and science concoctions that scientists work in a lab to make it more palatable, to make it more addictive. So food consumption, calorie consumption has skyrocketed. And the byproduct of these toxic ingredients that the cigarette industry I watched and helped with this, bought off the USDA, bought off the FDA, is they wreak havoc among our cells. The foundation of our diet is ingredients that we aren't biologically made to eat, that didn't exist 100 years ago.
Directly hijacking our biology. The food industry, backed by the same tactics used by cigarette companies, engineered products specifically designed to be addictive, using ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, artificial flavorings, and other chemical additives. These companies knew exactly how to trigger the brain's reward system, making us crave more and eat beyond our natural needs. This isn't just a change in diet. It's a calculated effort to exploit our natural instincts. In the wild, we evolved to seek out sugary, high-calorie foods when they were rare, like fruit, to ensure our survival. The food industry has hijacked this biological drive, flooding the market with ultra-processed products that override our natural satiation signals, leaving us constantly hungry for more. High fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners, MSG, and a cocktail of preservatives. These ingredients are not just additives. They are specifically engineered to hijack our taste buds and keep us reaching for more. High fructose corn syrup, for example, is a cheaper alternative to sugar that's found in nearly everything: soft drinks, bread, sauces, and even yogurts. It doesn't just add sweetness, it disrupts our metabolism and contributes to obesity, diabetes, and liver disease. Then there's MSG, a flavor enhancer commonly found in chips, canned soups, and fast food, which triggers our brain's pleasure centers, making food taste irresistibly good while masking poor quality ingredients. Another major offender is seed oils like soybean, canola, and corn oil. Originally developed as industrial lubricants, these oils are now a staple in processed foods because they are cheap. However, they are highly inflammatory and linked to chronic health issues like heart disease, obesity, and cancer. Every stage of a patient's journey through illness is an opportunity for profit. As Calley suggests, this isn't just about adults, it's about our children too. With childhood obesity, diabetes, and other conditions on the rise, the healthcare system is essentially setting up a new generation of lifelong patients. It's a system that benefits from kids getting sick early, ensuring a steady stream of revenue from treatment, not prevention. In a world full of misinformation and conflicting narratives, it's more important than ever to seek the truth.